Hello everyone and welcome back to my channel. I hope you all are doing good. In this video I am painting a portrait with acrylics and oils. So recently I had a comment on my video saying that I only paint landscapes, flowers and nature and I do not have any art style of my own. But I'm still working on my art style and I love painting landscapes. So almost all of my videos are about them only. And I do not blame the person who said that. Maybe they were right, and so I decided to challenge myself and make a portrait with acrylics. Actually, I love painting people, but the problem is I like my art with more realism in it. This is my own personal opinion, and for the portraits to look realistic, it is very important to have the correct values of skin tones, which is a bit complicated for me to achieve. So as I wasn't good enough in this, I used to procrastinate on not making any of this. So thanks to that comment who really motivated me in a good way to make this artwork. And now let's talk about the painting. I am using a simple canvas which was already coated with universal gesso and is ready to use for acrylic and oil paintings. I already sketched my portrait on the canvas using a colored pencil. Then I used Fevicryl lemon yellow acrylic paint for the background. This can be really helpful when you feel like a blank canvas is overwhelming to paint on. It also adds a much needed contrast for the subject of the painting. I am using acrylic paint set to paint the initial layers of the painting. As I already mentioned, I am not that good at mixing skin tones, but all I do is a trial and error process until I get that perfect mix. I do not have any perfect recipe for mixing my skin tones. But what I did here was use titanium white, crimson lake, vermilion hue and lemon yellow and mix them with different proportions to get different shades. First of all, I kind of outline my painting, like all the basic shapes of eyes, nose, lips, hair, etc. Then I block the hair portion and some darker regions of the face. Then I painted the lips using crimson lake, vermilion hue and some white. I also used a tiny bit of blue to make the creases on the lips. As we all know that when we paint with oils and acrylics, we start from the darkest and then slowly add the highlights and lighter shades. So I am also doing the same thing, painting the darker areas first. Now I am painting the details of her eyes with black, white and some green because her eyeballs were green in color in the reference picture. I obviously used a reference photo from Pinterest to make this painting. I will leave a link in the description box below. I colored the whole eyeball with green. Then I added a little shadow areas on top. I also made a black spot in the middle. Then with black color I added some detailings along the corner. I also used grey for the whites of the eyes. And for the eyebrows I used brown color. Now I am painting the face with different shades and values trying to match the reference. This painting took almost 13 hours to make in total. And I managed to make it completely in 2 days. Because of the lockdown, I had a lot more time to paint. I hope that you all guys are staying safe and at home. My quarantine is going in solving the question papers and revising my syllabus as we have our exams after we start with our classes again. So I haven't done anything good except for making this painting. And I guess I will make one more video before our classes start again. So after applying a couple of coats of acrylics, I decided to switch with oil paints. But while painting the face with oils, I forgot to press the record button and discovered much later about it. But I mixed the same 4 colors as I did with acrylics earlier to make this skin tone. I am now painting the eyelashes and some other details. Painting the flowers in her hair. So I used acrylic cobalt blue color as the base coat for it. I also used some orange acrylic color for her hairs. Then I went back to painting the flower shapes with acrylic paints again. I used different shades of purple and blue to make them. I am painting her hairs with oil paint now and adding individual hair strands to make it look real. The oil paints which I am using is Camlin oil paints, and for the medium I am using linseed oil. I will mention all the supplies used in the video in the description box. I am now adding some more necessary details here and there. Painting the flower elements of her headband with acrylics. I will then add another layer on top of it using some oil paints. I am doing this because I found out that I was not able to achieve a good finishing using only either of them. So I decided to use both of them together. Now I am adding the highlights on her face and some other details like her dress, etc. turned out according to my expectations, but I still like the way it is. And finally, for the background, I used lemon yellow and orange acrylic colors to make the texture. I chose orange for the background because orange color is opposite of purple on the color wheel, and this adds the contrast in the artwork. I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and please let me know what you think about this video in the comment section below. And don't forget to like, subscribe and share for more such paintings. Thanks for watching, and I will see you in the next one.